Students, now it's time to begin the first phylum of kingdom Animalia, that is phylum Porifera. It is the first phylum. When you move during the process of evolution, then there is the first phylum, that is the first animal that develop on earth and behaves some animal characteristic features. Actually, let me describe the meaning of Porifera. It consists the two word por and fair. Por means the whole. Por means the whole, and fair means to bear. It means the overall animals of this group actually bears the holes throughout the body. It means overall the body of poriferans, each kinds of poriferans bears the holes throughout the body, and that hole make the characteristic features of this phylum, that is Porifera. Actually the group of the animals, that is group of animals belong to this phylum called sponges. Animals belong to Porifera, often called as sponges, and the basic characteristic features of sponges, they are actually consist the holes throughout the body. So the characteristics of Porifera also behave some as like the sponge. So without delay timing, let me begin the other important features of phylum Porifera. Actually, the phylum Poriferas are actually sessile in nature. Sessile means they actually fixed themselves with the attachment, and that attachment, the bottom part of body is actually called as stolon. Suppose that very simple diagram of Porifera, that is the cycon. This is the diagram of cycon. Then the cycon body is attached with the substrate. This one is the substrate, and that portion, the bottom part of overall Porifera attached with the substrate, and that bottom portion is known as stolon. So without confusion, you need to know stolon is the part of living body, that is Poriferan. And next one is third. All animals belong to Poriferans are actually marine, but some of them are freshwater. The freshwater sponges are Spongilla. It may be asked in the examination. So Spongilla is freshwater, the freshwater sponge, and all except the Spongilla, all sponges are actually marine in nature. Now the next important characteristics, that is they all are actually asymmetrical. As I have mentioned earlier, they are actually the asymmetrical. So don't be confused regarding the asymmetrical, symmetrical, that is radial symmetrical, and the free that is radial symmetrical and bilateral symmetrical. Now fifth one is they all are actually diploblastic, that is ectoderm and endoderm are found. There is a lack of mesoderm. If mesoderm is absent, then they are probably acoelomate in nature. So it may be your homework, why Poriferans are acoelomate. अब ये फॉर एग्जांपल आप देखेंगे मेसोडर्म में ही सिलोमिक कैविटी होता है, मेसोडर्म नहीं तो सिलोमिक कैविटी का सवाल ही नहीं उठता. ठीक है. नाउ द नेक्स्ट अदर इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर्स is described just after erasing this portion. Poriferans are actually, now next one is digestion. Digestion is intracellular type. It means they all are actually multicellular, but the overall body organization is cellular level. It means special kinds of cells exist which perform the unique function, so that the Poriferans behaves the cellular level of body organization. Now next important things is they all are actually hermaphrodite. It means sexes are not separate. The single body may consist male and female reproductive system. Now the phylum Poriferans are actually also perform the asexual mode of reproduction. By means of gamule formation. Gamule formation is the characteristic features of phylum Porifera. So it behaves as a plant like structure. What are the common in plants as well as in porifera? That is, plants almost all plants are actually sessile, that their body is actually fixed with the particular place. So poriferans also fix their body and do not perform the process of movements as like the plants, but they consist the ectodermal and endodermal layer, and many kinds of digestion, many kinds of nutrition. Nutrition is basically they all are actually holozoic in nature, that is, they all are actually, the poriferans are actually perform the process of holozoic, that is, they are actually heterotrophic in nature, but plants are actually autotrophic. That is the key difference between the poriferans and plant. Now back to the example of poriferans. The most example of poriferans that I have drawn is cycon. It is also known as cypha. Second example is the Leucosolenia, that is colonial sponge. Now next one is Spongilla. As I have told you, Spongilla is a freshwater sponge. It may be asked in the very competitive examination. Euplectella, and Euplectella can use you can see the Euplectella by means of Google search, and it is also known as Venus flower basket, not fly basket, Venus flower basket. Actually very beautiful patterns of the body design, so called Venus flower basket. And next one is the very important part, that is the Euspongia. Euspongia is other example of the poriferans. These five are actually the different example of phylum poriferans. We will only talk about the cycon or Scypha in class 11th, and in the portion of early two pages of the chapter 4, there is a very important diagram regarding the poriferans are actually given, so you need to draw it in your copy respectively for the particular name and particular labeling. Now back to label and naming of the body designing of only siphon or cyca. Structure of common poriferan, that is cypha or cycon, that is also known as cypha or cycon. The common structure of cycon actually sessile, that is somehow the plant like structure, but it is very easy to draw. That represent the substrate, that represent the stolon. That is also the characteristic features of all kinds of poriferans. But overall body consists many pores, and each pores is known as dermal ostia, and having a big opening. That big opening is known as osculum. The osculum covered by a finger like projection known as oscular fringes throughout the other body parts. That is not only the dermal ostia, there are so many other characteristics are found, that is a spine like structure are found, that is known as the spicules, the spine like structure that covered throughout the body, that is actually the protective structure, because it is sessile in nature, so many chance of their damage, so there is the protective features are found, spine like structure, that is known as spicules. This is the common structure of the siphon, or it is a common of all poriferans. Now back to their internal parts, that is when you make the LS, then there is a very big structures can be seen inside, the big holes can be seen inside the body of the common sponge. Listen carefully, this one is the dermal layer, that when you make the TS or LS, that can be seen, and the other side will also be similar, but there is no need to draw because it can be available to you in the notes lecture and in the other diagrammatic representation that can be seen through the notes. But when you make the LS means the longitudinal sections, then you can see there is a big cavity found in the middle of the sponge, that is found in all kinds of sponge. That middle cavity is known as spongocele. And that spongocele is also the characteristics of sponge, and that opening will be the osculum. Osculum has the oscular fringe. It is common when you make the LS, TS or a common general structure, but the spongocele can be seen only when you make the LS. Now back to next other important features. Actually the outer body covered by a very special cells. That special cells is known as pinacocyte. And this opening is actually the dermal ostia. This represents the dermal ostia, and at the region of dermal ostia very other special cells are found, that is known as porocyte. So the cell number 1 is pinacocyte, cell number 2 is porocytes. Now in between the layers of outer dermal ostia or outer dermal skin, there is very special cells are found, also known as very important cell that is actually play important role in nourishment, that is actually known as the amoebocyte, the cell number 3rd, amoebocytes. And inner layer is covered by very specific cells, and that cells is known as choanocyte cells. Actually it is near to the spongocele cavity but having the flagella. It is collar shaped structure. Later I will describe the single choanocyte cells because it is structural and functional units of the overall poriferans. That is actually the layer of choanocytes. Choanocyte, it is the cell number 4. So how many cells are found in the ओवरऑल स्पंज, लेट वी सी. इसको आप लोग रिवर्ट बैक करके स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिएगा. आपके पास बहुत सारे ऐसे स्पेशल सेल्स हैं पोरीफेरेंस में जिसको आपको पढ़ना है. लिसन, द फर्स्ट स्पेशल सेल्स इज पोरोसाइट्स. सेकेंड, द ऑर्डर में भी इनडिस्क्रिमिनेट बट द कॉन्सेप्ट शुड बी अकॉर्डिंग टू द पोरीफेरेंस. दैट इज पिनेकोसाइट्स, द आउटर सेल्स, amoebocytes, and fourth one is choanocytes. Structure of choanocytes can be seen and it is very important. Listen carefully. It can be seen in the diagram, but when you magnifying each the choanocytes, there is a collar shaped structure having a flagella. This is the single choanocytes having a flagella. With the help of flagella, the choanocytes generate a water current so that water can easily enter into the spongocele. Water can easily enter into the spongocele, and then with the help of flagella, the choanocyte trap the food materials as well as the oxygen and every necessary things from the water, and then the unnecessary water will be eliminated throughout the spongocele, that is throughout the osculum. So the channel that you can see in red color and enter through the dermal ostia, later in spongocele, and eliminate out from the from the osculum, that represent the water vascular system, and that is very important in case of poriferans. So water vascular system may be defined as the chain of water from the dermal ostia to osculum. That is water vascular system. It is the characteristic features of the poriferans, and it help to provide the oxygen, nutrition, and eliminate the waste materials. The water when enter through the dermal ostia later reach into the spongocele. So the water vascular system begin from the dermal ostia later to the spongocele, and later it will eliminate throughout the osculum. So these are the different chains of water vascular system, and it is very important that can be explained by you. The function of water vascular system is to provide all necessary things that are available in water to the poriferans. That is overall structures, the features, reproduction, and everything is over. Now in next video lecture we will describe about the phylum Coelenterata. Thank you.